It is Jazzfest day.
Welcome to New Orleans.
This could be the intro to the video.
Where you guys come in from?
New York.
All right, all right, all right.
Ah, the room is great. It's just walked in to our room. It's great size, isn't it? It's just right.
Yes.
Because I want to check out the balcony. Oh, great.
Antoine's. I love it.
Oh, wow. That is so cool. Oh, right. We're right by Antoine's. Isn't that Antoine's? Isn't that the restaurant?
Yes, Antoine's.
It's
and our
great.
favorite crab claws are down.
It's right on the corner.
Yeah.
We have arrived. Well, we are here in New Orleans. We finally decided to come back for Jazzfest. I was just saying to Michael that this is our first time that we're doing a trip that's not about family, as in, you know, looking after family. It's not about fashion week. It's not a job. Do you know what I mean? It's just coming to just relax and have fun.
And eat a lot of food.
And eat a lot of food. Michael is born and raised in New Orleans, by the way, if you did not know. So there is that. So this is the room. I've already shown a little bit. And this is the balcony. Come out, see it. Oh, this reminds you of Paris. Look. When you see that, doesn't that remind you of Paris? It's the same. Wow. And this is the view. I can see some musicians down there. This really reminds me of Paris. Oh, it's so great to be back. It's been a while. Let's see. Oh, there it is. There it goes. There it goes. This is my favorite, as you lot know already. So, the flight was all right. I actually fell asleep on the plane. Slept. I've got a slight headache, which happens because I'm probably dehydrated a little bit. So I'm going to have some more water. And we're literally going to meet a friend of Michael's, but we're staying at the Omni Hotel. It's our first time staying here. We'll let you know what we think of it. This includes breakfast if you're American Express. So I'm looking very casual actually, which I actually like. So, which is very me. I'm wearing a men's shirt, shorts, Levi cutoffs. This is really the kind of shorts I always wear. This is my bolo tie that I picked up in Texas. Saint Laurent bag. This is in the olive suede color. I love this color. That's gonna be it. This I got in Paris. I think I wanna wear these. It's either these ones or the Miu Mius. I think I'm gonna go with these because you're seeing a flash of black with my clothes underneath.
I have my Farm Rio shirt on. I love this shirt. Actually, the detail on this applique is ridiculous. Zara linen pants. Believe it or not, they're actually really good. Really, really comfortable. Love them this time of the year, as you might already know. Finished buttoning up my shirt. Got the watch, think you know that. And then, oh, sandals. Hermes, the suede. These things are so comfortable. I don't even know if you can really, there we go. Does that work? Okay,
Yes,
anyway.
it works. And I'm wearing my usual
Super
Hogans. I
comfortable.
didn't bother showing you them because I wear them all the time.
And let me grab a bag.
Which glasses, Michael?
Go ahead. Ah, more chic. I like those. Yeah, more chic. And then, of course, one last thing, gotta have the bag. Goes over like so. And then the shades. I think everyone knows
Okay, bye.
my shades by. Crab.
2.
Silver crab clothes.
With the crab claws? crab claws, which is what I think Royal House is famous for, the restaurant. And our hotel's literally diagonally opposite this restaurant, so we're definitely coming back. We always come for these crab claws because they're delicious.
They do great Rockefeller oysters as well.
It's hard to explain how delicious these are, but hopefully you can see the dish. You see there, and you get like 3 pieces of like, I think it's toasted garlic bread with it. But this is unbelievably good. All I can say is come here, write this down, and get the crab claws, and you can thank us later.
Oh Lord, you don't need that. So basically, it's unusual to see homes like this in the French Quarter. One reason you'll notice that the entrance is actually on the 2nd floor. The ground floor back in the day was not necessarily the most pleasant area of the streets to be on. So the owners would always have their entrance on the 2nd floor. So we can look at the historical
Always come here to see what they've got. So I'll turn you around so you can see. So this is it. I always love popping in here because I have such cool stuff. See what they've got. Oh, I love that blouse. That's really cool. That blouse, Michael, is really nice, right? I love that. So that's cool. But anyway, oh, these are Jimmy Choo, these shoes. So they have like past season things, and that's why I love popping in here. Liquidators. Music to our ears. So let's go in.
Those are amazing shoes.
Okay, so I just picked up this dress in New Orleans, where I am right now. and probably my favorite shop to come to in the French Quarter. It's kind of cool, no? I didn't know it had pockets. I went like that because I was like, God, it'd be nice if it had pockets, and it does. It does have pockets. Oh, it's so sick. But look at the detail on it. My vintage scarves. I think they've got this from Love Day, 31. Oldies but goodies. You know, the Chanel sandals in the blue denim. I was originally wearing like my sneakers, like my flat, old school looking trainers. And normally I'd just wear those, but for a change, wearing my Saint Laurent suede bag. That's what I've been wearing every day. But instead, I think I'm going to wear this. So I'm going to go with my vintage. Had this forever from Foley and Carina. Isn't this stunning? Got the leather on this. I mean, they just don't make shit like this anymore. It's just so sick. We were out all day today. We had a good day today, actually.
Incredible day. Beautiful.
Beautiful day. Well, first of all, Michael wasn't feeling too good, so I left him at home in the bed.
Michael.
I went to with our friends who actually happened to be next door. Pure coincidence. We did not book. We booked separately to stay at this hotel, right, with our friends, and they had no idea of what our room was. And we didn't know what our room was. We just booked the hotel, and we just happened to be right next door to each other. And this is like a 300 room plus hotel. What are the odds? I just want to quickly show what I'm wearing, which is this vintage dress. I didn't get a chance to show it to you earlier. I'm layering it with my usual Pandora necklace I always wear, and this bolo tie that I picked up from Texas. And yeah, I love this dress. I love how it's got all these, like, I don't know if you can see properly, it's got like these little like jewels, multicolored in it. It's just such a nice dress. I love the fit of it and everything. I love the handkerchief like cap sleeves, and I'm wearing it with my vintage cowboy boots.
Looks amazing.
Oh, thank you. One of my oldest bags I own. This bag is 15 plus years old at least, and it's my bag from Foley and Carina. Who remembers the shop in the Lower East Side called Foley and Carina? Look at the wear on it. It's got a back pocket, but look how well it's made. They just don't make leather like this anymore. It's just the sickest bag, isn't it? Love it. Anyway, so we're getting ready to go to Palace Cafe to eat, and I've been told that they're known for their white chocolate bread pudding, and I love that dish, and I usually get that dessert only at New Orleans Jazzfest tomorrow. which is where Lenny Kravitz is closing, by the way. I think I mentioned that before. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. It is Jazzfest day.
Welcome to New Orleans.
This could be the intro to the video. So we are ready. We're ready to head out to Jazzfest. One day only. We're going. Give them some tidbit information about Jazzfest. Maybe it's something they don't know.
So the tips about New Orleans Jazz. It's the last weekend in April, first weekend in May, every year. Just pick out those 2 weekends and you know that you can plan ahead to get your reservations, and because you're going to need to make your reservations at hotels, you're going to need to make your reservations at restaurants, because everything gets booked. But it's worth it. It's a beautiful city. It's the best time of the year to actually come to Jazz Festival. The festival itself literally is a taste of New Orleans. It's over 200 food vendors, I think 200 anyway. It's 200 food vendors. Everything you could possibly imagine is there. And the beauty about all these food vendors is that none of them sell the same thing. Everybody sells something completely different. So when you go there, first of all, you don't even eat for at least a month before you go to New Orleans, because you're gonna need to diet before you come.
So I just need your advice. Which ones?
Maybe the gyro.
I feel like these, yeah, I feel like these work. It's time. Just go with.
Although the color is done. I think it's too much.
So go with these.
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna get filthy, but okay.
They're already filthy.
I know. That's actually, you know what? That's a good point. If they were like pristine, it's a different story. But they're not. They're already grubby. So I will wear these tomorrow morning, going back to New York, just in time for the Met Gala that's going to be happening. So I'm looking forward to watching that. And what I'll probably do at the end of this video is tell you some of my favorites from the Met. We're here. We have arrived. I mean, there is spinach artichoke casserole, barbecue brisket sandwich, barbecue jackfruit sandwich, chicken sandwich, smoky bacon grits, red beans and rice with sausage, veggie red beans and rice, blackberry cobbler, crab meat po' boy, Creole stuffed crab, catfish alamandine. Is that how you pronounce it, Micah? Alamandine? I don't know. Catfish boudin, almondine, Louisiana crawfish salad rolls, shrimp, smoked sausage and okra, gumbo, New Orleans style barbecue oysters, buffalo oysters, Nola sweet corn, crawfish sack, oyster patty, shrimp beignets, shrimp po' boy, oyster po' boy, chicken po' boy, fried oyster, spinach salad thing. And there's a whole dessert section, which we haven't even got to, and there's also a drink section, and there's an arts and crafts section, which is code for shopping.
Because I would allow you to be you, and you would allow me to be me. And then we could have a drink and dinner together and laugh about it all. So in these times of confusion, let's not be confused.
Yeah, let love rule.
Shall we amplify love together? Here we go.
right next to me. I told you that I am going to meet Lenny one day. It's going to happen. I don't care who laughs at me. I'm manifesting that I'm going to meet Lenny Kravitz. And I got this close to him. In fact, he got this close to me. Jazzfest is amazing. You know what I like as well? Because it's a festival, you can stand wherever you want. There's no like allocated seating and that's where you stay. You can go wherever you want. And he did that thing which he does before, which he did like an encore. So when you think he's done, a whole lot of people leave. And that's when you have the opportunity to get closer to the stage. He comes straight back. It was amazing. Lenny, we love you. Let love rule. That's all I can say. Now I need to go and get my white chocolate bread pudding. So yeah, I'm not going to go ad nauseum into the Met Gala because it really has been discussed. Everyone's already given their thoughts this past week on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, so it's all over the place. I'll just say a couple of things and then just call it a day. My own personal favorites who I thought was absolutely amazing. I have probably 4 who are my favorites, and one was Janelle Monáe. I thought she looked spectacular, and a lot of people already thought the same. I think I literally gasped when I saw her arrive. I initially thought, which I thought a lot of us probably did too, that her sharp structured cape piece was the look, because to be honest with you, it was so strong it could have just been the look all by itself, but it wasn't. It was a 2-piecer. So when she got onto the stairs, we saw that she removed that cape, and underneath was, that famous video that's, I think, is trending everywhere right now, is when she removed the cape, you saw the inner piece, which was just genius. Really well done. Tom Brown, and also a collaboration with another designer who I put on the screen. Just really beautiful execution. It felt very Janelle Monáe. And that's what I liked about her, is that her styles always look like her. I will say that this theme of Taylorism, the black dandy, super fine, it really just fell into her lap, because she is about Taylorism. She is the modern day dandy, and she has always led by being that way. So it was like the perfect theme for her to do. I'm sure when she saw it, she probably thought, oh yeah, I got this. Tiana Taylor. I'm going to be honest with you. At first, I didn't like it. I thought it was too much. I thought she was wearing too many things. There was too many chains and feathers and brooches and big shoulder pads and platforms. And I thought, oh God, it's just too much. You should take one thing off before you leave the home. I thought, what am I talking about? No, she was actually on point with everything she wore, because it was a complete and utter homage to the black dandy, to the whole idea of more is more, and just being as showy and ostentatious almost as you can. It's like walking into that room and just owning it, no matter what you look like. And I felt like she really did embody that. She came out right the gate, because she was one of the hosts of the Met Gala. So she was the first to arrive, or one of the first to arrive, because the hosts arrived first, right? And she literally set the bar from the very beginning, from the moment that she came in. I thought, wow, the bar stayed. It didn't at all drop. She nailed it. I love the color as well, because everyone else, you noticed throughout the whole night, was doing black and white, and she didn't. I love that she chose to wear this rich red, and leaning into the theme of the rose coming out of the cracks. It was just epic. And that cape and that moment, that photo, you want that drama, that photo where from the back you just see her cape sweeping down the staircase. Super dramatic. I loved her nod to the zoot suit with the billowing pants tapering down the ankle, just like it does with the zoot suit. It almost reminded me, that trouser, of Janet Jackson. She's wearing that zoot suit. In fact, that zoot suit, if I was ever invited to the Met Gala, I would wear that suit that Janet wore. I would do exactly that, but I would do a twist on it. But it would be the zoot suit worn to the T with a twist. But that would be me going to the Met Gala, 100%, with the long chain as well for like the pocket watch, just everything. By the way, this is, speaking of everything, this is the Kosas that I love to use under my eyes, and I love it because it gives such a blurred out effect. I've not seen any setting powder yet that sets under the eye and gives such a nice blurring effect. It's really, really nice. I love it. It's so good. I'm going to use a favorite of mine, and it's also a favorite of yours, which is this combination from Sephora, and I love how this looks on. I will link all of this for you, but I just have always loved the way this blue looks on my eye. It's epic. I use the liner and I use the matching mascara. I'm actually going to be going out later to an event with Vestiaire Collective. Keep this makeup on, so I need to make sure that it looks okay throughout the whole day. I'm not really going out anyway, so this will be fine. So yeah, so Tiana Taylor, she actually nailed it. That over-the-topness, that was intentional. It was meant to be that way. Tiana Taylor and Janelle Monáe were probably my two favorites. Closely right behind that is Tessa Thompson. I think she was wearing Parboil Gorong. And sorry, I always say that name incorrectly. But I thought her look was absolutely spot on. I saw a lot of interpretations of showing you a dress mixed with being a trouser and a suit that looks like a dress, and you know, a dress that's over a trouser. But she wore a dress that had such a strong sort of reference to looking like a suit in a way. The perfect execution. The shaping of it, the way it just structured out like that was just absolutely beautiful. And if I was to ever do a dress, something as simple as that, because it wasn't like a long train, and it leaned perfectly into the theme, which is about Taylorism. Also, I'm not going to lie, I love a good shoe moment. And I feel like on the Met, the shoe is as important as the actual clothing. So when you wear something that's short, like Tessa did, it gives you the opportunity to have a fucking amazing shoe. And I thought she had a great one. I loved the kind of Victorian-esque vibe of shoes. I love shoes like that. It was very much like what Thom Browne does. It's that sort of witchy update on the Victorian shoe. It's pointy. Just wearing that suit alone allowed for a great shoe moment. And look how good this liner looks. It's good, right? It's so, so good. And it shows up so well. It's just, and all I did was just line my lower lash and the top as well to create this kind of look. Mona Patel was amazing as well. I loved, she was wearing Thom Browne. Honestly, it felt like it was a Thom Browne show. So that futuristic references that were in her look to make it an updated, tailored outfit, specifically with two things. One, which everyone saw, and one which less people saw. The first was the mechanical sort of robotic spine detailing, the hardware that went down her back, right where her spine is. I thought that was beautiful. It's a very unexpected touch, but I think it's very much sort of in keeping with her as a person. But what was really cool about her look, and I wish she was able to include it on the actual stairs. I understand why, but I think there's a moment, the stairs breaks into two and there's a platform in the middle. I wish she had done it there, which is the bag. The bag is Hector, which is the dog for Thom Browne. And she had two. She had one that she used on the actual stairs, which everyone saw her shot with, which has the patent shoes on every paw of Hector, which I thought was so endearing, just those little details. But before she was on the steps, she was actually walking a mechanical dog, a mechanical robotic, basically a robot version of Hector, walking with her, the actual steps like a robot. And I thought that was genius, and she was holding it on a leash, I believe. I absolutely loved that. And I wished honestly, I wish, and I'm sure Mona was probably thinking that too, there has to be other reasons, probably because it was the steps, that she wasn't allowed to walk the mechanical Hector onto the actual stairs. But I wished we could have seen it. Even it was just on the split staircase where it's the platform, just there, Hector, because I thought it was just amazing. I just loved seeing stuff like that. I thought it was great. See how nice that looks? It's very, very simple. It's just this blue mascara. Look how bright blue it is. I tell you what I wished I saw. I think I wished I saw a bit more of a playing up with makeup, whether it's the guys or the girls. In any direction. Everyone went for that classic beautiful face. I think it would have been really cool and fun just to see. I don't know. Don't ask me what I want to see. Do I want to see sort of like, you know, looking like you've got like a stubble with a moustache, you know, twirled around? Just think about people from going back historically in time and just sort of mimicking that with your makeup as well. I thought that would be a really interesting play. So you're really leaning into being a character. They're playing a role when they're on the Met Gala stage. And I think makeup was, a missed opportunity to do something. Think about Pat McGrath when she created the porcelain doll-like looks for the Maison Margiela show, right? Think about how the impact of that was. I wanted to see something akin to that, but on the Met Gala. I can't tell you right now what that is, but I would have loved to have seen somebody play with their makeup in a way that was not the usual. Something completely different, so they actually was a part of their whole outfit. I'm going to use this blush by Danessa Myricks. It's been quite like one of my favorites at the moment because it's like a beautiful kind of dusty rose color. So I just use like one of these kind of brushes. I'm just gonna, just on the very high cheekbones, just put that on like this. Just really, really high, not here low, but quite high up, and I angle the brush down. But yeah, I think that's something I would love to have seen more of. So yeah, I think that's really just about it. That kind of covers it. I'm just gonna finish with my usual Lumi. You know I love this stick. It's just so good. I just love doing that. There's something very satisfying, in case you hadn't noticed, about adding that glow on the cheekbones. That's really my thoughts about the whole Met Gala, my 2 cents. Like I said, people have covered it ad nauseum, so I'm not going to go into it any more than it already was covered. I will say that I thought it was a little bit of a shame that A$AP Rocky did not wear what he wore for the after party to the actual red carpet, because I thought that was fantastic what he had on for that after party. I felt like what he wore to the actual Met it was much less than what he had given for the example for the Vogue editorial spreads, like the Dalmatian look he had, you know, with the Dalmatian dogs and the shot of red with La Roche that La Roche had styled, kind of really whet our appetites and gave us that sense of anticipation and set the bar in terms of from a stylistic standpoint. But it just goes to show the power of styling, and that, you know, not everyone is in the hands of the same stylist. And when you're not, it shows. And good style and styling and stylists, it shows. Future Karen here. I just want to add a note to say that there was such a missed opportunity to add in color, lots of color. Color on dark skin looks so good on us. We just look so good with it. We could have just lit up that Met Gala with so many colors. It's such a shame to have seen most people go down the route of just wearing black and white to just show color, just like the Vogue issue did. I think that's one of the reasons why the photo shoot did so well, is because it was just a celebration expressed through so many different beautiful, vibrant colors. And I wish that was extended through to the Met Gala. Whether you have a good stylist or a bad stylist, either way, it does show. So it really is just about, you know, the client as well, because it's what the client is comfortable with wearing, not just what the stylist wants you to wear. The person who's wearing it has to want to wear it. They have to agree to it. So, you know, a lot of it is to do with them as well. So, you know, if I was there, I think that I would probably have worn something akin to the look of what Rihanna had on with the bustle. Or I would have gone in a slightly different direction, which is to wear a men's suit, but it would have been very much akin to what Janet Jackson did, her reinterpretation of the zoot suit that was worn in her video, which I believe is called All Right. I could have sworn it was the name of the video. But that, I think, that look that she wore, overly exaggerated shoulders, you know, the balloon pants tapering into the ankle, the wide pinstripe, you know, the hat, cummerbund going around the crown, and the black and white spectator shoes. These are very much looks that are heavily like taken copy paste from that generation and from that culture and from that decade. Kind of like add my own Karen spin to it. You know me, I always like come up with something that's going to just make it a little bit more my own. And that's it. What did you think of the Met? I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is like Levi's, my usual shorts that I wear all summer, every summer. I wore these in New Orleans last week for Jazzfest. I should have packed this shirt actually, I just realized. If it's still available, you know it's going to be. But I want to quickly show you in the bed what I picked up whilst I was away. You already saw a little bit of it anyway in the footage, but I want to show you a bit closer what it was, because I don't think I talked in that part. So this is a dress by Miss June is the brand, and it's just a very simple, I just love it. It's just a really simple dress, like little buttons you can see here, and like different colored tassels, even cowrie shells, and on each sleeve it has a combination of those as well, going all the way around. Boho found this in UAL, which is, as I've said to you, it's one of my favorite places to shop. I love it there. It's a hit or miss though, because it's a designer consignment, so you just never know what you're going to get. But that's why I love popping in there every time. And this time I picked, I think it's 4 dresses from there. I also got this one. I'll show you on the side as well what they look like on me. This comes with a slip. I'm showing it to you without the slip, so it looks very sheer with lots of holes. I love anything that has like a crochet kind of look to it, which is why I picked front here. Each boob goes into that bit with a keyhole in the middle, goes all the way down to like below my calf. These 2 beautiful dresses from Ulla Johnson. This one is very Karen. It's gorgeous actually. It was originally, it says as is missing the slip, originally 700 reduced to 160. I love it, and I was like, I would wear it without the slip anyway. So beautiful crochet design. Look at the hemline as well. Isn't this gorgeous? Nice crew neck, just so beautiful. I love it. Zips up at the back, a kind of mod 60s cut, and it was the only one they had left. I wanted to go up a size, but they didn't have any other sizes, just that. So I just took it. I was like, screw it. I'll dye it down smaller, which I have done, by the way. I've done that. I remember that with the Chloe horse pants, where the horse is on one leg. Carrie from Sex and the City wore it. I remember I bought it and it was too tight for me. I literally dieted down so it could fit me the way I wanted. Dress, and this one, I'll show it to you. So still expensive, but I loved it enough to get it. So you can see what it was before. Karen dress as well. I love a long, good maxi dress. Something that's got like an ivory color, that's got like lots of embellishments and lacing, cut out sheer moments. And this has that. It has pockets as well. It's just very, very well made. I love how it looks on the shoulders so that your skin is showing through all over here. It's just so nice when it's on your shoulders here. It's just beautiful going all the way down. Just the workmanship on this is everything. Look at look at the cuff. So good, right? Up. And I love the hemline as well. Just really, really pretty on. Glad I got it. And that's why I picked up from UAL. So those are my favorite pieces. Oh, and also Michael saw this in the airport on the way back, and we both fell in love with it. So we're going to share it, which is this Tabasco tee. Thought it was so cool. Peeking out under blazers later on, but also just worn by itself with like just anything. It's a t-shirt, but I love that on it, the Tabasco. I'm going to an event later on this evening, and I'm going to actually stop this video from now so I can edit it and get it up in time on Friday morning. But so this may or may not appear on this video. If it doesn't, then you'll have to have a look at it on my Instagram and TikTok this over the weekend. which is either this weekend or by Monday, Tuesday. So you're going to have to look on my socials to see this dress on. But it's on loan, and it is a Chloe dress. I'm going to a Vestiaire Collective. Did I say that? Dinner later. I think I did. And this is the dress that they have loaned me to wear by Luisa Via Roma, and it's a stunning dress by Chloe, and I cannot tell you how much I love it. It's beautiful. So I'm going to meet a photographer to shoot me in it, but it's just so good. It has like a very sort of lingerie, petticoat, night dress kind of vibe. Tonight, I can't wait to wear that. This video was quite funny because it's a mixture of like half New Orleans and then half me back in the bedroom, showing you like what I bought plus my thoughts on the Met Gala. So it was like a bit of everything, like a mishmash, wasn't it? But anyway, I'll talk to you next week, Friday. Love you, my loves. Love you, my loves. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'll see you next Friday. Bye.